This episode of Now This Is Lit is brought to you by Audible. Check the link in the description to get your first Star Wars audiobook free. Everyone loves free things. Click that link. Do it. This show is also brought to you by our patrons. If you want to support the show in a different way, with just $1 a month, you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/StarWarsLitPod. You can get a sticker. You can get access to an exclusive show that we do every month that's wild and chaotic and fun and something you can only get by becoming a member of the Patreon. There'll be so many more perks very, very soon. But for now, do you want a sticker? Do you want a sticker that has a Now This Is Lit logo? Because it's fantastic and I love them. But I also want to give them away because there's just a stack of stickers on my desk. So if you want one, $1 a month. Patreon.com/StarWarsLitPod. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. You're listening to Now This Is Lit, a podcast about Star Wars books, the people who make them, and the readers who just can't get enough of them. I'm your host, Meg Dowell. I use she, her pronouns. And today, I have a spoiler-free book review for you. The latest High Republic book in the series came out last week. That's Beware the Nameless by Zoraida Cordova. My review obviously didn't come out last week because I did not have the book yet. I have the book now. I have read the book, and thus I have a review for you. This is what I thought of the book, the things that make it really, really good, and the reasons I think you're going to like it too. Again, no spoilers. I think you should read the book and come back for our discussion on that next month. Enjoy! You may have already seen the love circulating for Churro the Hutt, a new character debuting in Zoraida Cordova's latest High Republic book, Beware the Nameless. I'm here today to tell you that the Hutt is worth the hype. Churro isn't like other Hutts. He's not interested in the family business. He's a scientist, a lover of languages, and an aspiring student at a university somewhere far away from home. But he also wants nothing more than to please his family. So when his sister ropes him into a dangerous mission, he feels he has no choice but to say yes. When everything goes wrong, he finds himself in the company of some unlikely friends. And speaking of things going terribly wrong, what do you get when you put together a group of Jedi younglings, a desperate senator's daughter, and a Jedi master willing to stop at nothing to protect the innocent? Some may call it disorganized chaos. I'm choosing to call it an adventure. Can a young Hutt with a secret and a group of Jedi in training stick together and keep each other alive? That may depend on how many Nameless are around by the end of their journey. Zoraida Cordova has written some of my favorite Star Wars books of all time, judging by the fact that Ziri and Fontu made it into my wedding vows, so I had a feeling I would enjoy this book. It's middle grade, which I also love. It's simultaneously heartbreaking and heartwarming, and I promise you, if we don't get more of Churro and Zenny after this book, I'm going to be upset. Don't make me write letters. I will do it. I mean it. This book tackles classic Star Wars themes such as family relationships, yearning for adventure, bravery, and self-discovery. This is a spoiler-free review, so I won't say anything about how it ends. But I have absolutely fallen in love with these characters and how much they learn and grow and change, and I sincerely hope you will do the same. The book is set around the same time as Temptation of the Force. They are part of the same wave of releases. But it does mostly feature different characters. Some you may remember from Escape from Valo. It does have a pretty important tie to the overarching High Republic story that I really do think will pay off by the time we get to Trials of the Jedi. And as always, I do think these books are worth reading, even if plenty of other people disagree with me. One of the many things the author does quite well is pulling on your heartstrings and really making you care about each individual character. And there are a lot of them in this book. This is a common thread throughout her stories, so if you liked her previous work in the High Republic and otherwise, you'll like this one too. This book is for you if you love accidental adventuring, rescue missions, unlikely friendships, and stories that remind you to follow your heart, never give up, and do the things even when the things are scary. Yes, this book is technically for kids. Kids will love it. But who among us doesn't need to be reminded that no matter how hard life gets, you'll be okay as long as you dare to follow the path you know is right for you. There is less than a month left until the next High Republic book releases. You'll be able to read this one pretty quick if you want to have it finished before the next one. Star Wars: The High Republic, Beware the Nameless by Zoraida Cordova is out now wherever you get your Star Wars books. Now This Is Lit is part of the Faraway Fandom Network. It is produced by Devor Montum and written, hosted, and edited by me. Jose Jimenez designed our podcast art. You can keep up with the show on Substack at Now This Is Lit, and find the show wherever you get your podcasts. There are so many ways you can support the show, and all of those ways are linked in the show description. The newest way is to become a member of our Patreon. For $1 a month, you can get access to an exclusive show and a sticker. And if we get 500 people to support the Patreon per month, I can hire an editor. That would be great for me, and maybe for you too. So if you'd like to support the show with just $1 a month, you can do it that way. Or you can just keep listening and sharing the episodes. That is also helpful, and I appreciate it. For more book reviews and Star Wars Book Celebration, follow Star Wars Book Reviews on Instagram and TikTok.